Oh my goodness. Oh, mercy, mercy me. Now, where is this? Where is this? I don't even. Hey, Cynthia. I am having some crazy system issues going on. I can't even find this live now on my laptop. Where is it? It's one of them days, y'all. It is one of them days. So listen, let's go in. I heard they done been crying, lying, all type of crazy foolishness going on. Diddy up in there having a pity party, cry me a river. I'm saying to myself, all that trifling stuff y'all was doing, y'all ain't care nothing about them folk. Now you crying. I read the Steel Man trying to say that, hey, Justice, I can't even correct the title because I can't find this live on my laptop. This is some crazy stuff, y'all. It almost kind of feel like Friday the 13th. What is today? Oh, yeah. Let me get to it. Hold on. Yeah, they're in there crying, kumbaya. Yeah. Oh, it was on Interscope. In the City Press. Sean Combs has booked a speaking engagement for Monday in Miami. Ain't he bold? Hey, Reflections with Kimberly. He just bold. And see, this was 7 minutes ago they uploaded it. Hold on. Talking about his attorney said that he is a civil rights. Okay, hold on. I need to put this in a place where we can see it. Just hold on. Civil rights. He a civil rights leader. Y'all don't believe me, do you? Hold on. Civil rights. What he do for civil rights? When did Diddy become a civil rights leader? Y'all see that? Hold on. Civil rights. Since when? Ah! Excuse me. Y'all. They had me up. I ain't gonna lie. I was up all night. Anyway. Hold on. I almost told a lie. I can't do it. I was up all night last night. Y'all see this? Y'all see that? Combs, still. We asked Sean to be able to have a 14-month sentence. He has taken full accountability. Lies. Thank you, Reflections. He's not using drug addiction as a crutch. He is saying he wants to repair. He will never be a danger. Lies. He is a civil a civil rights leader. Do y'all see that foolishness? Lies. Lies. Civil rights leader. Okay, so when? How he do that? Have y'all ever heard that before? Hey, Hayward. Civil rights. Diddy. They trying hard, ain't they? They trying hard. Hey, Janet. I don't know where I'm at. Never have. I mean, so what did he fight for? Silver. He been taking females and men rights. He been taking the right to their body parts. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? I said, they playing in our face. Y'all know how I am about playing in my face. They playing in our face. He done put that video out, crying, saying, oh, I'm a family man. I mean, dude, I can't stand to be manipulated, y'all. Oh, I cannot stand that manipulation. So he replacing who? Civil rights leader. And he been taking people's rights. He been saying, take that, give me that. He got cases. Oh, and he got hit with some today. God can't either. Meditate on that. Kaboom. Boom. Yeah, what is this? What are y'all doing? And baby, listen, when I tell you them kids, oh, did y'all hear the latest yesterday? I got caught up on some stuff yesterday. Yeah. I don't think so either. He may be about to get that 20 piece. Oh, she done came back. Oh, that was 40 minutes ago. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Do y'all know? Oh, Miss Tom, please don't come in here asking me have I ate.
Let's get into this. Because remember when I said the pre-sentencing report. Remember when I said the pre-sentencing report is it's the...
Can y'all hear her?
Fair version of how much time they think Diddy can get. Now let me tell y'all something, okay? There was a lot of misinformation going around, and I don't care because those broke bums needed to pay their bills. However,
those without seeing through
when it comes
the
to
first
the fact
song.
of who lied, who said this, who said that,
Ronell Barkley, what are we talking about seeing? What? What do you mean? We ain't talking about seeing. We talking about a molester, a apist. What are you talking about? So are you one too? You take people's cookies? You a cookie monster? Are you a cookie thief? So are you saying that we should not discuss it? Are you crazy as hell? Are you crazy as hell? Bible tells me you can judge a tree. You can what? You can judge a tree by its fruit. What does that mean? You can look, you can discuss and see if it is good. You can't put them in a place of eternal rest, but you can judge the sin. You can't condemn it, but you're a lie and the truth ain't in it. Ain't nobody put him in his final resting place. Yeah, now if you okay with your kids, your little girl spending the weekend, spending the summer with him, you go right ahead. But I'm wise enough to know better. Now do what you do, Ronell. Yeah, bend on over for him, okay? Okay.
So the pre-sentencing report is the number one thing to show that what we heard, what we experienced in court, you, me, they, them, her, bodies, what we experienced in court was evidence.
God forbid.
Because remember when I said the pre-sentencing report? Remember when I said the pre-sentencing report is
yeah, so she's not really talking. Hold on.
It's the fair version of how much time they think Diddy can.
Oh yeah, and it's funny because they say, well, he wasn't convicted of nothing but yeah, but it's still, and I mean, what? This is what they get for thinking that means that he got a get out of free pass a card. No, no, that's not how that works. No, no, and everything, I do mean everything that was presented in front of the judge can use in sentencing separately. Yeah, because he knows everything that we don't know. Yeah, just like that paperwork that's going around in that courtroom right now shows that there were minors. Yeah, go on with that. That stupid stuff. Y'all better get out that man tail like that. Y'all know he like butt. Doing the butt. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Work that, work that. Yeah, stop that. Yeah, that kills me. Kills me that folk justify and make excuses for predators. And bash the victims. Y'all go on with that foolishness. But if you love him so much, let him raise your kids. Let him groom your kids. Let him groom you.
It's a fact. We'll do your road ready maintenance for free.
Now, I ain't had no sleep
Donald
now.
Trump's top advisor.
So y'all may want to leave me alone. Hold on, let me get to that video. I didn't watch it. Let's watch it, and then I'm gonna get to. Oh no, I want Elizabeth Milner. Hold on, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this. I didn't watch it.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Matt Johnson, in today for Ted Rowlands.
I didn't watch it last night, but I'm going to watch it. Hold on, but I wanted to see what Elizabeth Milner said today about all these people in there crying and slanging, you know. But I want us to talk about Diddy got hit with more bad news yesterday while he in there trying to fake the funk. He got more lawsuits, and people gave names. It's a third person. I wondered did that come out today. Well, hold on. It was another person that they named that's gonna blow our head, blow our mind, is what I heard. Hold on. I want Elizabeth Milner. Hold on.
I don't think Diddy's going anywhere.
39% of the people polled say not at all. There's a poll that we have up that's really interesting because a lot of people have been wondering, okay, what's the impact? What's going to happen? What's your view of Sean Combs? What do you think his life's going to be like after he's ultimately released from prison, if he's sentenced to prison?
You know, he should have gotten more
today,
time.
Unlikely,
oh, yeah, he needs to get the whole 20.
Since his conviction?
I'm hoping for 15, though.
39% of the people polled say not at all. 32% never liked him. 19% say completely. And 10% say a little. What do you think, Sierra? What's your take?
I think it's an...
Y'all get the likes up, please.
I think it's an interesting poll, right? To show that a lot of people, it seems as though their, opinions of P. Diddy haven't necessarily changed. And maybe that's because they never liked him to begin with. I mean, if we're talking about, since conviction, he has now officially been convicted of this crime. Okay. However, prior to all of this, we've been reporting on this. I remember very specifically the first sidebar, Jesse, that you hosted was November of 2023, because of course that's when Kathy Ventura filed her bombshell lawsuit, and then after that, it's hard to keep track of the number of civil lawsuits that came out. So perhaps maybe it's all of these people who are watching right now who their opinion of P. Diddy changed back then. when we first had Cassie, and then
Hey,
of course,
Joel,
we're talking about
Deb.
Jane Doe or Liza Gardner, etc. All of the many lawsuits leading up to Lil Rod and the many others that trickled out after that. And of course, I'm sure, following law and crime coverage of the trial here, where you and Elizabeth Milner broke down everything, I think that probably changed a lot of the court of public opinion about P. Diddy, hearing these allegations against him and what it was really like inside the bedroom, or hotel room rather, what it was like during those, Wild King nights or freak offs. And I'm sure for a lot of people, that could have changed their opinion of P. Diddy. But I mean, I guess it remains to be seen what's ahead for his future, whether he can ever bounce back in terms of, cultural significance. I've said this from the start, I don't think Diddy's going anywhere quietly. Even if people by and large don't like him, he still has his niche section of supporters.
Interesting you say that, because I'm going back to this update from court. Nicole Westmoreland speaking on his behalf. She says he's just trying to help. He opened 3 charter schools in neighborhoods.
I heard she was up in there crying.
The motto was Black Excellence. The youth are our future. Mr. Combs personally inspired me. I went to an event in D.C. Mr. Combs was there. He said, listen, everyone, I'm sorry. He said, don't be afraid to dream. Just remember to wake up and put actions behind your dreams. And then he said, don't forget to help others. That changed my life. Now, I think when she said, I'm sorry.
And then he said, and I will be in your room tonight. Leave your door unlocked and just do whatever I say. Here, drink this, and I'll be back in an hour. And he was taking their cookies. Yeah, he left that part out. Dream your dreams, but there's going to be consequences. There's going to be a sacrifice that has to be made. And that sacrifice is that take that. Yeah, he left that part out. And whoever this Westmoreland chick, you left that part out too. Yeah.
I think she is crying in court. Look, doctor, I wonder if that is impacting the judge here.
No, it shouldn't, because he know that these people are impressed with him and manipulated by him.
Maybe not necessarily the emotion, maybe the emotion of the attorney, but talking about the impact he had, the career that he had, the future. I mean, do judges consider the impact that someone can have, the benefit they might have to society?
I believe so. I mean,
Okay.
I've done hundreds of designations for inmates across the country throughout my career. The main thing is, going back to that pre-sentence report, looking at the offense and conduct, and then when he's been interviewed, did he take responsibility?
Nope.
Does the things that reports about him teaching these classes, are they backed up by when he met with the probation officer? Did he actually accept responsibility? All those things come into play, but at the end of the day, there's still going to be a judgment. So while it'll be more interesting to see if he is sentenced to, 3 to 5 or 7 years or 10 years. Will he still continue to teach classes? Will he still continue to fight for other inmates? The test is going to come when the judgment comes down. So I think it's a little bit of theater as far as
he won't go back into that jail for
not
nothing.
necessarily being emotional, because that's not a problem. But I just think that's not going to make a major impact on the judge's decision, because he's going to ultimately weigh all of the information that has been gathered throughout this case.
Got another question for you from Brittany Curry.
All the
Since a lot of
information.
countries deny entry to a felon, how would his international travel be affected?
Well, once he's released, he's probably going to be on supervised release. So any travel that he has, he's going to have to go through his probation officer. So during his supervised release, so any travel outside of the jurisdiction that he releases from will have to be cleared by the probation office.
So, Safa, something interesting is going on here too. I want to mention. Nicole Westmoreland has been saying, Mr. Combs was there. He said, "Listen, sorry. Mr. Combs is just a man, and he's made some mistakes. He has flaws like we all do. But how many of us can say that we've helped so many lives, countless lives? He's been in jail, and he's remorseful. I spend every day speaking with him." The judge kind of took objection earlier on about where he basically said it doesn't appear that Sean Combs is really accepting responsibility for what he did here. Is the defense downplaying the crimes too much? Is this going to work against them in terms of sentencing?
I don't think that they're trying to downplay the crimes, but what I think they're trying to do is highlight the other aspects that the judge needs to and will ultimately consider. So somewhat taking accountability, yes, and there's going to be a need for that from Mr. Combs' behalf, but also saying, yes, judge, it's towing a fine line because in their mind, there is still some dispute on whether or not these are actual victims or dispute about the conviction and some of the conduct or the alleged facts that the judge is going to consider. So towing that line between accepting responsibility and accountability for that, but also taking that accountability and highlighting all of the other things that Mr. Combs is known for. And I think that it's very unique here, and I really hope I'm not wrong as I'm saying this. I think that Ms. Westmoreland, she is the African-American attorney on the team.
Yes.
And so I think it's very interesting that she is delivering the statement at this moment for Mr. Combs, who is obviously a Black man who, you know, is one of the pioneers in the hip hop world and in the entertainment world. And again, to her point earlier, is he has been one of the few or one of the first that has been able to sort of leverage, you know, Black or African-American talent and things of that nature into the entertainment industry. And also to her point of his impact on her when she had her visit to DC. I don't think that that will significantly impact the judge's decision, but it's interesting to see the lens that they are trying to convey to the court through this statement with this attorney.
By the way, Sierra, we put up a poll regarding one of the bombshells that came out today. How do you feel that Diddy lined up speaking events, even though he's in custody still? 45% say disrespectful to victims, 26% say moving too fast, 18% just business, 11% say smart PR. That was a big bombshell, right? And you had mentioned why it confuses you with respect. I think you said the math is not mathing.
The math is not mathing, Jesse. I'm not good at math, but it's not mathing, okay? So that poll, it is interesting because while we were on air, you broke that bombshell, and I think I even interrupted you. I was so shocked to hear that according to federal prosecutors, P. Diddy has lined up this speaking engagement for next week in Miami. But let me go back to the math and break it down if I can. So P. Diddy's team, the defense, is asking for 14 months, essentially time served, but not quite, because he was arrested and booked DC, Brooklyn on September 16th, 2024. So we're not quite at the 13-month situation because right now we're only at October 3rd. So if they're asking for 14 months, let's say they get it. That's what they wanted, right? So that's a little bit more time. I mean, that's pushing us into November. So if he has this speaking engagement rather, set for next week, why are they asking for the 14 months? That doesn't make sense to me. But honestly, if you're asking me about the poll, I am a little shocked that there is this alleged speaking engagement that he has booked. However, it is P. Diddy, so how surprised should we be?
Dr. Hendricks, that's a good point. Dr. Hendricks, does it make sense to you?
Has the latest looks for less. Explore
Sorry.
our huge in-stock selection.
Sentence triggers 47 days of good conduct time. So he's already served a year in prison. So if he gets the 14 months
He can get out.
He can get out within a few days. I don't have a computer in front of me to do the
But that
calculation.
makes it seem like he really thought he's getting out.
Right, exactly. So they're hedging their bet that he's going to get that 14-month sentence, and he's prepared to do the things that he wants to do in the community and beyond once he gets out. And I think that's why they've established a date for this speaking engagement in Miami.
They were not. The prosecution was not happy about that. They basically said it shows his hubris about it. Super chat question from Christina Lester. Thank you, Christina. Really appreciate it. Jesse, will Ben Chu be joining us today? He will not be joining us today, but my gosh, isn't Ben always in our minds? Isn't he always in our hearts? So let's keep it there. No, but Ben's a busy guy. Won't be making it today, but maybe we'll be able to relay that question to him nonetheless. Okay, Joe Rod says, I'm still laughing that the Punisher is at the court. Yes, he is there. Nicole Westmoreland, in the MDC, Mr. Combs started asking people their dreams. That's how Free Game for Diddy was born. No one's done this in the MDC before. Is that true?
I believe so. you know, as we know, Mr. Combs is a very creative individual, and I'm sure he probably had a little
Figured
bit of
out a
homework
way.
done on the evidence-based courses that they already have at the facility. So I'm not surprised that he came up with this particular um, course for the individuals, and especially since he's not going to get paid for facilitating this class, so why not call it free game? And the timing of it all makes sense as well, because I'm sure he didn't have time during the trial phase to have time to be talking to inmates on a daily basis because he was preparing for trial. But post
But I thought that they
since
beat him.
July,
They was trying to beat him up.
time to create this course and begin facilitating it to the other individuals in the building. And of course, at the end of the day, this is to help him ultimately because he's not going to be able to benefit from any type of courses because he's going to have to serve a day for a day.
Yep.
At 85%.
Ruby, send a super chat.
Hey, Safa, here's a question for you.
Send a
This is from
super
Ray
chat, super
Santiago.
sticker.
Can the president pardon him?
You know what makes me really, really mad? When Rebel Cheese doesn't have my favorite cheese,
Yes,
I had to go ask him to put this out here because the honey.
Super chat, super sticker. That's what we on today.
Well,
it's Friday.
Yes, he can.
Hello.
At this point, Mr. Combs has been convicted, and so now, if the judge not the judge, but if Mr. Trump wanted to, he could certainly consider a pardon for Mr. Combs.
You think he's going to do it?
Nah. I think there was conversation about it, and then Trump said something to the effect that maybe Diddy was on the opposite side of the political spectrum as him. So I think Mr. Trump's going to leave that one alone.
What did you make, Dr. Hendricks, of the video? So we've been playing it a little bit. Have you ever seen that before, where a video has been put together highlighting the achievements, the career, the...
He's still full of
volunteer
bang. He's still
service, the
bangful.
benefits someone has provided to a community. Have you seen that? Has that been effective before?
No, I have not seen it before, but obviously we're now living in a technology age, and I think this may be the start of something. I'm sure other individuals who have access
That
to
just means he's still arrogant to me.
B-roll or photos that they may be able to show their goodwill in the communities that they come from.
Let me
across the
say
country.
this. If that was so important to Diddy, see, this is why I haven't watched it. I'm going to watch it with y'all, but I haven't watched it. And if all of this stuff was so important to him, then why did it take for him to get locked up for him to realize that this is what's important? When did it become important? When did family become a priority for him? How long Kim Porter been gone? I mean, respectfully, may she rest in peace. And if he had anything to do with her not being here, may he serve justice. Justice hit him for that too. But I'm just saying, how long she been gone? How long? I mean, so he had to get locked up for him to realize that there's a possibility that his kids may lose him too. I mean, when does it click that my kids, my ailing mama, I mean, every reason that he's given now, why didn't it click before he got locked up? Why did he just not stop? Why did he just stop doing what he was doing? Since his kids are important. Because the reality of it is that he's passed these bad seeds down to his kids. So they wasn't important. They were not a priority. Your kids, the love for your kids and well-being has to supersede these desires. You're very manipulative. Very manipulative. So now we got to deal with coming. We finna see him right back again. He pleading for his life, but he got another trial that's finna start. And then after that, he gonna have another one with his sons. Come on now. Man, I don't have no. Hey, Max, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whoo. Thank you, Max. Oh, I only have 34. 34. Y'all, get the likes up. I need at least 150 likes with 400 people in here. I'm not playing. I didn't sleep at all last night. I am sleepy. Okay? And I haven't had any thing to eat today. So you play with me if you want to. I'm going to be ordering me something to eat. I had some tangerine juice. Whoo! Thank you, Tony. Y'all get these likes up. Double tap the face of your screen. Go do that or hit the thumbs up. Where's Waldo? Waldo is crying for his life, pleading, lying, manipulating. He already got a meeting set up for Monday. He ain't learned nothing. Nothing. How you Mary? See, oh my God. Mary, how you know? Hold on.
Like that.
Mary, how you know? How you know he's asked God to forgive him? How you know that? How do you know that, Mary Holloway? See, now you lying. You done made an assumption. Don't block her. Don't leave her here. How you know that? You don't know who he prayed to. You don't know who he prayed to. He was turning out preachers. Only God. Yes, I'm not finna say somebody, if he's asked God to forgive him. Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know. You don't know that in this tyrant, when he done made deals and shit with the devil, if he denounced God, if he blasphemed against the Holy Spirit, you don't know. You have no idea. And you just talking. Stop that. Making excuses for predators. That blows my mind. I don't know that everybody pray before sentencing. I don't know that. I don't even try to act like that. I don't know nobody that I interact with that has done the things that Diddy has done. So I don't know nothing about this man and whatever life he done took on in his industry. And I am not going to act like I know. I don't know, no. But I do know people who have been victimized by predators. Now I know people who have been victimized and shamed by people while you over here making excuses for him. Coletta, I'm not trying to act like I know. I'm acting as if I don't know. That's my point. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know people who have been victimized by predators. Yeah, I ain't finna make no excuses for no predator. He said he was evil. He said that before. Y'all stop. Mary, stop. 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 Yeah, stop. See, this is the problem. I couldn't get in there and regulate like I wanted to. Because I couldn't find it. So I'm finna get y'all butts on up out of him. I ain't, Oh, yeah. Now they hoes. But he be all up in men's butts and stuff, but they the hoe. he the booty hoe. He the booty bandit. How about that? He had the addiction, not the females. He had it. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all. I need to cut out. Oh, I wish I could get in there and cut off. Hi, is it Milo? It says Deuces Diddy. Catch it in 11 years. Pew, pew. He need at least 15. He needs at least 15. He's not even remorseful. He up here still vainful, still have to bounce around, letting people know I'm Diddy dog. But he a civil rights leader. Y'all think he's a civil rights leader? And he got cases coming up. Y'all get the likes up and leave, please, because I don't feel like being bothered with you today. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, YouTube isn't responding. That's why I can't find what I need so I can block this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like playing. I ain't finna play with y'all today. He is a predator. And he got kids. It's minors. It's minors in the paperwork. Yeah, so, yeah. Don't block nobody. Let them cook. Freedom of speech. They need to hit the cash app, a super chat, super sticker. They need to get my likes up. So until they get the likes up worldwide, no, they don't have freedom of speech. You welcome. I don't know. Me oh my. Thank you, me oh my. Yeah, get the likes up. Yeah. Show me how much freedom. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, support the platform. It's Friday. It's Friday. Friday. High five. Yeah, let's go.
Like Mr. Combs is doing to show his human side. And this should be something to illustrate for all individuals that are being incarcerated across this country.
Yeah, but I need for y'all to show up and show out like that before we got to lose the men and women. It's some trifling women out there too. Yeah. Priorities all screwed up. And I already have something set up in Miami Monday. Oh, man, gone. So you're not going to take a break. You're not going to chill. You're not going to, what? So you finna get back to it. Yeah, all right. Okay.
They may have to take responsibility for their actions, but they
thank y'all for the floating hearts
as they move forward.
Thank you. Y'all show them some love for supporting AunTeaFee in the platform.
Even though he's
no, Davo, he not playing.
Counts that he was, and I believe that this could
thumbs up, wheelchair gamer.
Other individuals who are facing federal
take that.
Sierra, there's a lot of question, a lot of feeling about the emotion there today, right? So you had...
He's shaking in his boots.
How do you think Diddy will react when he hears his fate? 37% say he'll be emotional. 29% say calm and composed.
No, he needs to pass out.
Shocked. 14% say defiant. What is the feeling outside that courthouse? What has been the feeling during the course of this trial?
He is a master manipulator.
Emotions for people. I think a big part of it was, the Sean Combs that we knew, the Sean Combs that was beloved, the Sean Combs that was renowned, to hear the allegations against him and to hear what he was convicted of was a shock to many people. And it kind of goes into that poll about, does your feeling about him change? Does your view on him change? But there are complicated feelings where people don't believe the victims in this case. There are people who don't believe he should have been convicted. There are people who believe he should have been convicted across the board. What is that feeling that you're seeing from outside the courthouse and as you've been covering this trial?
More boxes, more options. Granger has over 1,700 box types in stock and ready to help you pack, store, and ship.
Soft cut face.
I think it's hard, right? Because the reason that we all are following this case is because we know the name Sean P. Diddy Combs because he was a celebrity. And that's...
Y'all listen. There are minors listed in the paperwork. Their names were redacted. Okay? Do y'all not understand that? Or just because y'all didn't hear it, y'all say, oh, they ain't say it out loud, then I forget it. I don't care nothing about them kids. They ain't my kids. Is that what we doing? Oh, man. We sick. Thank you, Reflections with Kimberly. Diddy just got 5 years. Did they say that?
Really what it is, when we know a celebrity, we know them from afar. We idolize them because of their music or movies, etc. And we don't necessarily...
Hold on. Oh, wow. Where is it? Where is it? Who and I will check and be back. Yeah, they say he got four in 2 months. Oh wow. Hold on.
During the pandemic, and it was on LinkedIn on Friday. He said begin.
Constitutional argument here in their brief saying that, look, if you consider that conduct, the violence, the coercion that was presented by the
I'm trying to get it, y'all. Why? I see some people, I want to hear it. Where Tisa? Come on, Tisa. Okay, let me hit refresh, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to get it up. Four years. That is so messed up. Oh my God. Now, y'all, if I wasn't trying to get in here, I'd have been up by now. Y'all do know that, right? Four years.
Can you spot?
I'm trying to get somebody talking.
That's an impact. But the I mean, I contemplate suicide.
The crime, you know, you will do the time. Whether or not that time reflects what it should be, we don't know. Again, I'm trying to capture the sort of feeling in the air right now, and I think everyone seems equal parts expectant and
If it
unsure
were a
if
normal
this reflects
person,
the
they'd
appropriate
have got life
sentencing.
sentence.
Yet here we are.
5 years.
So,
But he got some more lawsuits coming right back.
This sentencing and the outcome of this case, you know, with Diddy being acquitted on the more serious charges,
5
will
years.
have an impact and affect similar charges to that are faced by, you know, Hollywood figures in hip hop to come. Do you think that this will have an influence on maybe whether prosecutors will bring charges at all if they'll view it as worth it or not?
I truly believe that the sentencing may not necessarily reflect what other folks who are in the music industry or the entertainment industry might feel as far as the sentencing itself may not impact folks. I do think, though, that the larger context, you know, the media response, the public response, the videos being shown of folks committing crimes, I think that ultimately would be a deterrent to folks who may who may feel as though they have the ability to be able to do whatever they want, that might take some pause. I think the real challenge here, the real heft here, is not in the sentencing per se. It's in the entire media attention, the entire general circus, the entire sort of population being engaged. I don't think anyone who works in the industry would want to go through this. Even if the sentencing may appear light, I think the larger implications are about how folks are feeling, the narrative that you try to portray to the public being challenged, and letting folks know that, you know, the power they hold extends only so far. It doesn't extend into the criminal justice system.
I'm sure Trump
So
will
you're a scholar
cut
of
it.
hip hop, and I guess you.
I hope he
sort of
leave him
seen
in
the
there
culture of hip-hop
if it
evolve
were
over
normal
the years, over the decades. Do you think
community
that
service.
had this sentencing and
He
had
cried like a
this case happened 10 or
biatch.
20 years ago, do you think
Diddy
that
got
would sort of
50
change
months.
the culture or be more of a
Little
watershed
less than
moment for the rest
5
of the
years.
Now, do you think that's sort of where we are in the culture today in 2025 and will sort of affect how people view him and how, if they forgive Diddy or not?
Oh yeah, y'all better hide your daughters, hide your butt
has
talks.
become a watershed moment, a watershed year, a significant point in the ways that folks look at figureheads in hip hop culture and beyond. And I truly do also believe that if this case had come to light about 15 years ago or 20 years ago, that the nature of the music, the nature of those who hold power within the industry would have shifted. I think it also has implications on what gets shared and what gets told or what gets put into lyrics. I think from this point forward, folks will be a lot more cautious about being cavalier around issues related to sexual violence or other issues.
So one thing about Diddy in particular is he is famous for rebranding several times. He was known as Puff Daddy. He recently changed his name to
Okay, I'm gonna
Love
switch it.
before this case was brought. Do you think that a sentence like the one he's
Let
gotten
me
just
switch
over
it.
4
Hold on.
years is a short enough time that he'll be able to, you know, walk free and rebrand himself as a man who's been rehabilitated and that will sort of help his legacy in the long run?
It's important for us to note that the sentencing today were not for the more heinous or the more large and grand.
The federal probation department was requesting.
How?
So he gave Diddy a little bit of credit for certain, like for example, for being a first-time offender, and I guess for contributing to the community, blah blah blah. So he took off 10 months from their recommendation. But his whole family was in shock. They were absolutely.
Why was they in shock?
There were tears.
Go on.
Oh yeah.
Why was they in shock?
Tears throughout the day.
They should have been happy.
To see that the first set of tears wasn't actually Diddy's relative. It was attorney Nicole Westmoreland.
Yeah, she acted like she was giving him some in prison, in jail.
First attorney to open for Diddy. And her section, I have to tell you, was real boring. It was a snooze fest. And I was surprised because she's generally really good. But she opened her section talking about
yeah, and they were talking about he was being biased. That man, that shit.
And she began to talk about how he founded and created Revolt, the television network, etc., and like broke into tears. And literally, in the courtroom, we were in an overflow courtroom. We looked at each other like, is she crying? Girl, what are you crying for? It was very odd.
Was this acting? Was she acting?
No. I guess she just knows something we don't know. I guess that's her bestie. She also gave a personal anecdote about how 8 years ago she was trying to grow her law practice, and she saw.
Can y'all believe this?
At an event that was about mass incarceration, which she is passionate about, and she said hearing him speak changed her life, and she started crying some more. I mean, there was snot flying. There was snot.
Oh wow.
And I was like, give me something to cry about. I'm gonna cry too. Girl, what? Because I particularly thought the defense team was like a dream team when it came to the substantive case, right? They had the jury by the balls. The jury was invigorated by them. The jury liked the way they told the story. Today, I said, whose bad idea was this? wasn't connecting. I like they led with Diddy the businessman. Girl, don't nobody care. Because he used all that money to do all that naughty stuff that we saw. So I didn't see how that
attorneys. We put up now some of
was
the
in any way
information that
supposed
Sean
to
Combs
mitigate.
shared
But
with the
in
judge.
end,
This was
her
prior
point
to
look how he
him
helps all these
actually
people
giving
and he
his
donates
statement in
his
allocution.
money
He put
to
forth a memo in which he
much
talked
more
about what
good
he
for the
was going
world
to
from
say
out
today.
here
He expounded
than
on
in
that
there.
quite a bit and was
Girl,
quite
whatever.
emotional as he delivered his remarks
So,
to the
Chanel,
jury.
let me
At
ask you
one point, he
because
turned
the
around and
judge
spoke directly
said
to
that
his children,
11 months is not
telling
enough
them
because that's
that
what the
I
defense said.
failed you.
That's
And
right.
He
that
was
he
very
said,
emotional when he said
was
that
it
to them
14 or
and also
14 months?
addressed
Was it
his
14
mother.
months or
14.
At this
It was
point, there was
14 months,
really
and then
not a
11
dry
years, she
eye,
said,
at least
or he
from
said,
many
was
of the
too much.
supporters and family
Too much.
members of Sean Diddy Combs because he
The
said to his
prosecution
mother,
has been
I am
wonky
sorry.
and crazy
And we
on their
even heard
side
his
too. So it's
mother
just two
reply back,
unreasonable people on both
I'm
sides.
sorry. So
Yeah.
that was pretty
So is
intense
this what you
inside
thought?
the
Because you've been
courtroom,
very good at
to
predicting
say
what
the
was going
least.
to happen. Did you?
Everyone was
Where were
wondering
you
what
on
the
this,
sentence
Simone?
would be.
I
The
sure did.
prosecutor
This
put
morning,
forth an
so
idea,
I
the
had been
sentencing
saying
recommendation of
the
11
judge is
years
going to
and 3
do
months. The
what
judge
probation
addressed that
recommends.
by
This judge
saying
is very
that
much
would
by the
be
book.
too
And
much, that he
probation
is
is
not
actually federal
supposed to
probation. When
impose a
they do their
sentence
sentencing
that is
report, it
more
is
than
so in depth.
necessary to serve
You know, they
the
look
purpose
into
of
his history
sentencing.
with
So he said
substances.
that
They
is
look
going
into
to be
all
too
the
much.
things.
On the other
And
side of
their
that,
recommendation was
defense counsel
actually
put
along
forth
the
a
lines of
sentencing
60,
recommendation
60
of only
months, but
14
that was a
months. The
range.
judge
It was
also
like from
addressed that,
60 and up.
saying that
And so he
also
fought
was
back from
not
this.
enough
This
because
morning I
defense
posted on
counsel
my
did not
channel, I
take into
said,
account any of
my
the aggravating
guess
factors
is
in
that
this
it would
case.
be
When
3
the
to
judge was
5 years.
imposing
And
the
boom,
sentence,
we right
he
in
took
there.
one of the text
4 years.
messages as well as something else that Sean Diddy
And
Combs
he's
said to
going to
King,
get
and he
credit for
read
the
that
13
aloud.
months
This
that
was
he's
from
already
the
served.
trial
So it'll be
transcript.
50,
It
50
contains
months
a lot of
minus
vulgar
the
language,
13
so to
he's already
hear the
done.
judge
So
recite
that's
that
what
kind of
my
language in court as he was
attorney
imposing
friend
the sentence, it was
said.
pretty startling.
And I'll tell you what my attorney friend said, and you can back it up. And you know this attorney friend, but I won't give out her name. You can
Okay.
This attorney friend, who has a real good view of the world, said said he will serve 2 to 3 and has been there for a year or so. So another year in prison. I guess that's fair, she said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he shouldn't have booked speaking engagements, but that's a whole.
Yeah, he shouldn't have. He should not have
Address that.
did
So
a
the
speaking
prosecution
engagement.
made a ding about that. The government did in the morning. And so then Xavier Donaldson, Diddy's attorney, came on. He said, well, I wouldn't explain that. And the gist was he said that Diddy had created a program called Free Game with Diddy for the cell block to just keep everybody happy and stop beating each other up. And the agreement was he would teach, like individually guys were coming to him and asking, you know, for advice and how he became who he is. So he said he was going to teach everyone if y'all would stop beating each other up, and that if everyone agreed that they would participate. And so he had been doing that for some weeks.
Oh, that's how he saved his
the
butt.
attorney said that he then reached out to like Florida Departments of Corrections and different entities to see if they could create basically a plan for what Diddy can do in this same sphere with.
Y'all get the lights up, please.
Oh, really? And what was the reaction?
We all literally in the courtroom I was in, we laughed. Everyone went, "Oh."
This civil rights stuff.
It's teaching engagements.
Oh, really? And what was the reaction?
Teaching what?
Oh, really?
A plan for what Diddy can do in this same sphere with this curriculum that he's been created in the future. So they said it's not speaking engagements, it's teaching engagements.
Teaching them how to be a pedo.
Oh, really? And what was the reaction?
We all literally in the courtroom I was in, we laughed. Everyone went, "Oh."
So now he'll teach you.
I just really feel like the defense lost a lot of credibility with the judge. And it really started with the fact that after the verdict came in, the defense continued to say,
Prison is a different walk in the park.
we weren't paying for prostitutes, we were paying for time.
Can you talk to me about
the judge?
Because I'm also hearing that there may be an appeal. Because the judge considered violence that came under other count.
At least the judge was fair. They trying to fry that man. I don't think he was fair. It should have been 50 months for each person.
The law says you cannot, let me get this right. The law says you cannot consider acquitted offenses. So the sex trafficking, the RICO, you can't consider the offenses that he has been acquitted of when you consider his sentence for the 2 transportation for prosecution charges. But hold up, that is actually an incorrect articulation of the law. The correct articulation is you can't consider the acquitted offenses for creating the range of the guidelines, but you can consider them when you're trying to decide, do we go up or do we go down from the guidelines, as long as it's related to what he was actually found guilty of. And so what the judge said is, look, you were beating the girls on the freak-offs. Because you were beating them at the freak-offs, the hotel that we saw.
So now he gonna teach a class on how to beat a girl.
In order to get her to do the transportation for prostitution.
Okay, Natisa finna go live.
No, not say again. You're gonna have to go slow for me.
Sure.
It's been a long week.
So basically what the judge is saying is you can only look at the transportation charge when you're setting what are the guidelines, what's the range of time he's eligible for. So here, the range went up to like 87 months, right? You can't make it a higher range by pulling in sex trafficking or any of that. But what you can do is you can look at the violence to say, of the range that he's gonna get, we're gonna go higher because he was violent with Cassie and Jane. They didn't just do it for fun. He beat Cassie, as we know, at the hotel. So he blackmailed Cassie in order to get her to continue to do the freak-offs. Remember the story?
Right.
When Cassie's mom took out the $20,000.
Y'all, that's I gotta move.
Because it wasn't just a matter of girls being prostitutes because it was Tuesday.
Let me hear Poe Cassie. Yeah. I think it would have been better if they would have showed up. But they didn't. Hold on.
And say, this isn't a 14.
I think they should have been there face to face. And they had an opportunity to cry. Yeah. And slang snot and eat boogers and shit. Like the
and called out Diddy's team for still insisting that it was consensual. He took a firm line, and listen, do I wish it was more time? I wish it would have at least been 5 years, okay? Diddy gave the speech where he was crying, he was talking about his people, he was talking about this. I didn't buy it.
About none of that.
I didn't think it was sincere. But that's just me. I didn't think it was sincere. I'm familiar with his game. I know performative mess. I think it was performative. However, thank God that
he's still in there.
He has 5 years of supervised probation after that.
After that, in addition.
That will
now watch Donald Orangeman disappear for a few days when Diddy get out. They're gonna have their own freak out.
That will be a violation of his probation.
As a result of this, the other attorney with claim charges with more time need to overturn. No, they can't do that.
Right? Again, I agree. Who said?
Because it was based on the evidence, I guess.
I'm glad he got something, but it's not enough. If they didn't scare Mia, maybe it would have been more. You know, I'm very
I think she should have been there, though.
Not to show up. I was waiting for her to speak. I was waiting for any of the victims to speak. But you know what? I thought about it, and I really just had to say, Mia, Jane, Cassie, Deontay, Vanna, everybody, Capricorn Clark, you know, even Shaq Jordan, who didn't testify, but she made testimony on social media. They don't owe us anything. They told the world who Diddy was. The world said, we don't care.
True.
The world said, we don't think it's RICO. We don't think it's sex trafficking. Because apparently the only sex trafficking you can have is taken from, like an excerpt out of Taken. They literally said, hold on, let me find a good spot. Okay, I like this shot, sorry. They said, listen, we don't care, we don't care, we don't care. So at the, oh, thank you, Mama. What's your name?
I love you.
What's What's your name? Shout out to Maylee Bellamy. Thank you. Come say hi when you're done. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, stop. She's making me rush. Okay, so listen. So they literally said, listen, we don't care. Would have I liked more victim statements? Would I liked to see them in tears and really giving emotion and pulling Judge Aaron so he gave him closer to 6 or 7 years? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, they went into court. Oh, they went into court. Hold on, let me come back over here. They went into court. They humiliate. You know this New York weather's always killing me. All right, so they went into court, right? Okay, so they went into court. Thank you. They went into court. I have a Mickey Mouse stand. Best Buy, count your days. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I think we got something going on. Okay, there we go. At the end of the day, they went into court. They humiliated themselves. They told the most humiliating, painful, horrible sections of their life. And they were literally ridiculed across the internet. Y'all know, because half the time I was screaming and crying, you shouldn't be doing that. Why y'all talking to them like this? Their lives were turned upside down. Their marriages were made into a joke. They were called this and that and gold diggers and blah, 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 blah. They were called everything. So do they owe us anything? Absolutely not. They did what we could. The jury, in my opinion, dropped the ball. Judge Aaron tried to pick it up, but he was very, very limited by what he could pick it out with. Honeybee Therapy said, thank you for keeping us updated. We love you. I love you too, Honeybee. Thank you. So what were some of the things that Judge Aaron said? He gave a very, very moving speech, right? Where he was trying to balance the fact, I think, honestly, having the kids cry really did something to Judge Aaron. There's only so much you can work, which is why I wish the victims would have actually given a statement that at the end of the day, it's their lives to lead, okay? Now, what actually happened? Judge Aaron kept saying that he was trying to balance stuff, right? He wanted, on one hand, that, yeah, you're a great man. Yeah, you did the community. Let me just say this. Nicole Westmoreland, the thing is, Judge Aaron is a very smart man, but you can tell he don't know anything about early hip-hop. Diddy was known for exploiting the artists. As much as he built a bad boy legacy, he built it on the back of just himself. Even his legacy was selfish. And I literally was just sitting back being like, you talking to someone that don't actually know Diddy's game.
He got 50
from
months.
The industry, but whatever. I'm not a judge, as you see why, right? Oh, also, I want to say thank you to Tatum.
Y'all, the likes have not went up. I'm going to end.
You're welcome. Listen, let me tell you something. And let me tell you something. Judge Aaron said that he was trying to make sure that the victims had their thing. Oh, thank you, Ocean. Wait, what did Ocean say? Ocean said, Angelica Serrano said, keeping us updated. Love your coverage. Thank you. Hold on, I'm looking for Ocean. Dory said, thank you for all your hard work, girl. And also, Tatum, hold on, I'm looking for Ocean's comments. Let's get in here. Mama, why don't you come over here? Listen, there's somebody that I want to, because I wanted to actually talk to people on the street and actually see what it was. I'm like, why don't you get over here? Listen,
Mary Jane.
Ayana.
Mary Jane, thank you.
Miss Mary Jane.
I love you so much.
Thank you.
You work so hard.
But Mary Jane, listen, I'm gonna
You're an amazing journalist. I just have to tell you that.
They don't even see you.
I just have to tell Tisa that she does not know what she does for victims and survivors. Like
victims and survivors.
The verdict.
I feel that the verdict was extremely fair. I feel that the judge, I mean, we all broke down. I mean, I'm still shaking. The judge was so fair, and what I want to commend that judge on being fair was that he didn't just take the side of the victims and survivors. He took in accountability the abuser as well. And we do have to acknowledge that Diddy had a problem. He had a problem.
Did he make him get some help?
And let's understand, drug abuse is real. And drug abuse causes mental illness as well. And we know that Diddy was abusing a lot of drugs.
Do you think it was drug abuse when he
a lot of drug abuse?
So here we go again, making excuses. For
The
predators.
drugs are extremely addictive. I was at his early freak offs.
Okay.
I was at when
Oh,
he
so she's
first
one.
started the freak offs.
Okay.
Okay, so I went to Morgan State University in the 90s, about 93, 94, and
Okay.
Diddy went to Howard. So that's how we aligned. But my mom used to party with Diddy's mom. And so I knew how Diddy had learned the freak offs from his mom.
Okay.
Which my mom told me about.
Okay, but back
So
to
the drug use, it's long-term drug. He's been using drugs for a long time. But I can remember when he didn't use drugs. When he
Oh,
was
so
in college,
she a fan.
joint around Diddy.
So she a groupie.
Okay, so you think the jury was
Extremely fair.
verdict was
I commend the jury.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
commend the judge.
So maybe
I
she
wanna
liked
say
it. I
love
don't
to
know.
Miss Cassie, thank you for even starting this, and Miss Tisa telling it and giving a voice to people like me, because I held how I was abused for so many years, and I would listen to her, and she would, she's an angel, guys. She encourages women like me to come out and speak and lift my voice. I was never gonna tell anyone how my boyfriend busted me in my head and I had 17 stitches.
Oh,
And
wow.
why I wear hair pieces to this day, because you never get over the scars.
Bless her.
And even when I pressed charges on my boyfriend for attempted murder on me back in 1998, when I dropped out of college from partying with Diddy, I wanted to follow his steps. And I came home, and the fear it took for me to speak up, to press charges at that time.
Yeah.
So for me, my thing is lift voices. And that's why I'm so happy to finally meet Miss Tisa, because she doesn't know how many people
Oh,
she
so
touched
she a
around the world
groupie.
like she touched me.
Oh,
A
thank you
survivor
so much.
that her voice repeatedly saying, it's okay to tell your story. It is okay. Because at the end of the day, we need justice. We need women to know that you can tell your story and that there will be justice. You see, the guy that busted my head, I thought he was going to be in jail forever. And I tell you, literally less than a month, the court system let him out. And I was out with friends.
And that is a situation that so many people with domestic
They get
violence actually face. And that's why, thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate it. Thank you. Reach out to me, definitely. I would love to.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Continue to support Tisa Tells. And if you know anyone who is a survivor, my
Oh,
cousin,
Lord, girl, get your
his
own,
girlfriend, he hung out with me
oh,
for
I
the whole
can't.
entire day. He said, cuz, do you have a cigarette? He acted as if they just had an argument. At the end of the night, I had to return her son home. And when I opened the door, I said her name. Her name is Shauna. He plummeted her head with the hammer. He sliced the guy's throat. I just want to say that. You never know what people are going through. I had to tell that 6-year-old boy when he looked up at me.
Goodbye.
Mommy burned up the there was a fire.
Is this an interview takeover?
Set his mom on fire.
Listen, we have to talk about this off YouTube, but I would love to talk to you.
I'm so sorry if I said too much.
Listen,
but
it's okay. But listen, let me.
That you encourage us to lift our voice, and I just want to say, if there's anyone out there, reach out to Tisa, reach out to me, talk to someone. Continue to be a survivor. Thank you so much. And justice for everyone, the abusers as well as the abusers.
Girl, get in front of her bye.
And definitely the children.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. So you guys, listen, all right? At the end of the day, okay? At the end of the day, there's so many people
Oh,
that say
Lord.
the trauma is unbelievable. I want to thank Ginger Mott for the super chat. Also, I want to thank Linda Alois. I also want to thank Maxine across at Tisa. Thank you for all you do. Your work ethic is everything. And also, I want to thank Moni W for being a member for 17 months. Thank you. Okay, so listen, right?
5 years.
So we're in the courtroom. Judge Aaron, again, she said that she thinks that it was very, very fair to Diddy. Tangi Williams said, I don't agree with you, but I do appreciate you keeping me updated the entire trial. I feel like people do change. I'm a Diddy fan, but more than that, I believe in people and God. Let me tell you something, right? Thank you so much for that, right, Tangi? This is what I think, right? I think Diddy should have gotten more time, right? Because I am, good night. See, I am familiar with Diddy's game, okay? And I think he should have got more time. But I think this was the maximum Judge Aaron thought he could go without being appealed. And he did what needed to be done, okay? I think the fact that he has 5 years probation. I think the fact, so Judge Aaron was saying, you know, it's great you have family, it's great you have friends, and you have all that. But he said, after he delivered the sentence, Diddy went like this, right? And because I really think he thought he was walking home. Side note, why was his attorneys in there? The prosecution was like, yo, you know this man had a speaking engagement? Why did his attorney say, and not a speaking engagement? He's just going to speak to prisoners about how to be better. And I said, but why you scheduled it on Monday? Did you think you were getting out? Guess that speaking engagement is canceled. And then they were like, it's not a speaking engagement. He's going to go to prison and speak to prisoners and then go all over the world, all over the world in communities to speak. And I said,
but I thought his kids needed him.
Man, what are you talking about? Diddy's team, Brian Still also.
I thought his kids needed him.
Still, hold on, let me get into my notes. Because Brian Still was on one. Please believe to God. Woo! Viral Blackbird said, bye. Justice for Jesus' ears. What's wrong with my ears? Justice for Jesus' ears. Okay. So anyway, also Layla Gabus said, I'm a substance use counselor. Drugs turn people into monsters. I agree with her 100%. Drugs do turn people into monsters, but let me tell you something. Oh, Cody Code 39 said, thank you for covering Tisa. Boo, Diddy should have gotten more time. I disagree with that lady. The victims did not receive justice. He will get out and do it again. Sickening. That's my fear. Well,
absolutely.
He has 5 years probation, guys, right? 4 years, 2 months. Diddy's people thought that they were like, listen, Erica said, bless you, your energy and your hair, girl. Listen. So let's talk about some of the more ridiculous things. After Judge Aaron delivered the verdict, he turned to Diddy and he said, I know you sit here sitting in despair, right? But these women endured more than you're feeling right now. They said there is a light at the end. He told them there's a light at the end of this tunnel. And then he said, I know a lot of people wrote you character references, but he said, let them lift you up now. Like you lifted them up. And I literally was like, he said, let them lift you up now. He said, let them lift you up now. Yeah, like they lifted you up. They said Diddy gave a big sigh because that's not what he wanted to do. He wanted to go home. And he said he read a bunch of excerpts from the loving statement. And he says things they talk about happen. The things the victim talk about happen all over the country, right? And he said,
5 months, years. That's all. Plus,
we have voices, but you have a megaphone. And I said he has a megaphone, but that's why he needs to be so careful in what he says. And then he says, listen, you said you lost your way, but there is
5 years and 5 years.
And that
and 5 months, 5 years in and 5 years probation when you get out.
Thank you, Mama. Said Diddy will get more time. We need to remember this is a chess game. We just need to wait. Love you, Tisa. Tell it all. Okay, so
yeah, he do got some more charges coming.
And everybody needs to realize this. First of all, everybody take a victory lap for everybody that said that Diddy wasn't getting time. For everybody that said that domestic violence
that he was
really
coming home.
Everybody said, oh, well, those girls wanted it. Take a victory
He's not coming home
right now, because at the end of the day, it was all BS. And this, I'll tell you what, a lot of the men that said, I don't believe Cassie, I don't believe Jane, I don't believe it, they literally wanted to storm out the court. There were a lot of disappointing things. And again, remember with the Diddyites that were going crazy. I never care if you boo. We never care if you boo us because we've seen what you clap for, and you clap for depravity. And that depravity is sitting in jail right now.
So go do some more rehab, prison rehab.
He's probably going to end up doing 3 years.
A distraction for what, Kim?
8 months or, 36 months. Okay?
A distraction for what?
Now, here's the thing, right?
Hi.
He said a thank you to Cassie and them. He said to the strong women who came in and said the narrative of modern day love story. Nothing was great. Nothing was modern. Nothing was loving. Let me tell you something. I appreciated Judge Aaron. I think he feels like he did the best he did. I think for the hell did he put people through? Because here's the thing you got to remember when you get in trouble with the cops. They're only showing you what they can prove. They're not showing everything. They're only showing you what you can prove, okay? And when what they could show, what they could prove, you have to know it happened 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. Driscoll, one of Diddy's attorneys, made an argument that, it was $1.4 million. And they said, well, if you add up how much he paid the free calls, which were $5,000 a pop, that's about 94 free calls. And he did 124. So he's actually batting at 1.7 million. Did they spend $104 million to see those busted? Can we also say Diddy's escort roster was washed? I assume if you're paying for sex, you're looking for a genetic anomaly, someone that looks like they came down from heaven. Every guy that he paid, I said, oh my God, that was our first term. That was my first thing that there was trauma in his life, because I was like, there's no way you're paying $5,000 for that face. I don't care. I don't care. And they were like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's only what's in the pants. And I'm like, well, how are you even going to get there? Because what are you doing?
He spent way more than that.
Yes.
Think about it. On his 50th birthday, he spent $1 million just on the pre-party before the pre.
Yeah.
Then he spent millions on parties.
Yeah, he spent millions on parties.
Trust me, they played that part.
Yeah, they were being mean. So
he
said, we heard you, and these are horrible acts. Right. Again, it's more than people thought that it would actually, the Diddy people want it, but I still do think for everything Jane and Cassie, and the women that didn't have the balls to come forward, right? For the women that dropped out, for the Ginas, for the this, for that, I do think that it should have been more to send a message. But apparently, maybe he was right, because this message has the Didiots quiet. They are sitting there. They had nothing to say, right? He said there was nothing great, modern, or loving about this. We heard you. We heard these horrible acts. I know your families are proud of you. I am proud of you. He goes, good night. He said the pre-sentencing report, right? He told Diddy, you can go into the outpatient programs, get help for your mental and substance abuse. You weren't speaking to the jury. He told the girls, you weren't speaking to the jury, the victims. You spoke for all victims behind violence, behind closed doors. Most don't speak up. But what you taught us is strength out of a mountain of despair. Hope comes out of it. He said that shows that when out of a mountain of despair, the gem of hope comes out. I was just like, all right, he was in his poet bag. I was like, all right, cool. Valentine TV, thank you for the super chat. So that's what happened. Now, some of the more ridiculous things, it's oddly enough funny that what played out for the jury and what the jury seemed to eat up and love, when they tried that on Judge Aaron, it fell flat. Let me just say this, right? When Nicole Westmoreland started breaking down, it was weird. And when I say she was breaking down, she was ugly, crying, nostrils flaring, just to say, because Diddy said 2 words to her. It seemed fake to me, okay? I said, this seems fake, right? But, whatever. You try to keep this man out of jail. Then, the girls came up, the boys came up, his kids came up, and they were crying. That was genuine emotion. It broke my heart. I really felt bad, and I had to keep remembering what Cassie said happened to her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Isabel Velez, the Velez team, LA Real Estate, said women and all victor survivors must speak up. File a police report right away if anything like this ever happens to you. First of all, if you guys ever want real estate in the LA area, make sure you go to the Velez team, VELEZ. But second of all, let's be real. You bring up an interesting point. Diddy's team has taught us 2 things. 1, stop being nice to these people. Next time somebody lays your hand on, make a group chat with his mama, his cousin, his pastor, his preacher. By the way, Diddy bought a pastor to speak on his behalf, and that's why I don't go to church. Because when I tell you what this pastor said, you are going to roll your eyes. Brian Steele, in his argument, actually might have gotten Diddy more time. But my whole point is, you bring up a good point, Isabel, right? The next time, right? The next time that anything happens, put a group chat, make some evidence, take a picture of all your bruises, drop that mess in the group chat so his mama sees what he did to you. Make a chain of events so you will never be in the situation that Cassie has. See, here's the difference between what happened between Cassie and Jane. Cassie and Jane took pity on Diddy. Cassie and Jane still loved that mofo, and they hoped he could be better. But the jury has spoken that if you ever want to maybe look out for your future self, present day you, text pictures Go make a police report. Even if you don't pursue it, make some trail so when you are strong enough to walk away and speak up for yourself, you will have the courage. HB5, thank you so much for the super chat. Also, that girl Henny said, thank you for your hard work. That's true. And HB, thank you for thanking me for my work too. And also, Kim South said, 5 years probation means nothing. It's 4 years. 5 years probation means nothing. You're right. When you have henchmen, once he's out, just watch. I hope I'm wrong, but unfortunately, heads are going to roll as ordered. I hope you're wrong too. I hope you're wrong too. I don't think Diddy's sincere. I don't think he repented. I think it's all for show. There's the one that Judge Aaron, I feel missed because he's a man. And he's sympathetic and he did his best. But Diddy was able to sweet talk people back into his harem after he literally stomped their face out, bashed their head in, but ripped their hair out. Diddy was able to sweet talk them back into his harem. Diddy was able to make them have smacks with like oogly boogly escorts without protection, infections, illnesses, literally being forced to do it so much you actually throw up and you and he was able to sweet talk his way back into that. Do you really think that this mofo standing in front of you, this mofo telling you how he feels, do you honestly really believe he's being sincere? This is what he does. He is a djinn. He is a sweet talker. There's a reason why he kept those girls in purgatory, right? Hold on. There's a reason why he kept those girls in purgatory over and over and over. There is a reason. And the fact that Judge Aaron kind of overlooked that, listen, Life from New York City said the sentence was a slap on the wrist. Typical New York. Listen, we've come a long way in the way we look at domestic violence, trafficking, or the pimp is. The one thing that shocked me is Driscoll was able to get a bunch of cases, over 900 cases, where people did the most horrible things and they only got 19 months, 20 months, a slap on the wrist. To me, I was like, this is a wake-up call as to where we need to be when it comes to domestic violence. We need to start treating domestic violence like we would actually treat violence. The issue isn't Judge Aaron's ruling. The issues are the law and how much legally you are allowed to give without it being cruel and unusual punishment. We need to ask ourselves, right? We need to ask ourselves, why in the world is it normal to only get 19 months, to only get 20 months, to only get whatever? Why is it? Now, I agree with you. Zipper said 5 years probation, he gonna mess up and go right back to jail. I do believe he will. I do. But here's the thing. It is a path for redemption. If you can stay on the straight and narrow for 9 years. Side note, Diddy also said that while he was in jail, he said that he united the Bloods and the Crips. He brought peace to his unit. Everybody said that they would stop fighting so they could have his free game. I wonder if they still gonna want his course now that he's back in jail. What game is that? But everybody was doing that. And then he had the nerve to say that somebody also got into a fight with them and stood over him and held a shake in his face. Yes, I lie to you not.
I can't believe
Bob9 said you're at Mount Ancestral for real. You were there till the
Hey, Natural in New Orleans.
Thank you.
Hey, Ali.
That girl Henny said thank you for your hard work.
Thank you for
read that. See you next trial.
the makeup brushes.
Listen, who else said? I missed a chat. I just want to.
Hold on, I was trying to. I cannot.
Tangy Williams, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, Mama. Okay, just make sure I'm not missing anybody's chat. Okay, listen. Jane Doe, right?
This is crazy.
Oh, Valentine's TV said, can they add on other charges? They cannot add on other charges. There is no double jeopardy, but they can bring new and different charges against Diddy. And if he violates his parole...
Oh, he got new charges coming.
I guess he goes back to jail for the rest of his parole because it's 5 years. I don't know how violations of parole go. I actually have to look up on that, right? Anyway, the whole point of the matter is...
Hold on, because he got new charges coming, so hold on. That came up last night. Hold on. Y'all, please hit the like button. Because I was just about to go. I need 40 likes. Come on. I am starving like Marvin. So is it 50 months? Mm-hmm. Let me go check it. And some about a minor. Hold on. And then I'm gonna get something to eat and I'll be back. I had to go get a popsicle. Hold on. Let me find it. Let us not forget. Is this the last one?
Armed submarinians are racist, often.
Hold on.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join. Subscribe to Ticket TV today for your sports and entertainment news, daily sports debates, exclusive interviews, live play-by-play commentary, and a full customized merchandise store. Make sure you guys.
Oh, this one.
And Sean.
Okay, get the lights up, y'all. Come on.
All right, you guys, man. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me, man. If the left one don't get you,
the right one will.
The right one will.
Facts.
They say when it rains, it pours. Lord have mercy. And Sean,
this is coming
Combs, tonight.
And he know it.
Judge, begging the judge, armed submarinian.
And he know it, y'all.
Diddy begged the judge, and I will read his letter before I tell y'all what just happened tonight. You guys smash the like button, share, and subscribe as y'all come on in here. Lord have mercy.
He know it's coming.
It's about to get ugly, bro. I told y'all today was going to be a crazy day. Lord have mercy. So Diddy wrote a letter to Judge Armed Submarinian in his case in the Southern District of
He got them 50 months.
Trial, 2 counts.
But last night this came out.
Each with a max up to 10 years on each count. Sean John Combs wrote this letter, and I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Absolutely devastating. This is a devastating blow for Diddy, bro.
Well, we know it's not.
So Diddy wrote the letter and said, Dear Judge Submarinian, and I will put a copy of this on the screen in a second, you guys. If y'all can hear me reading that letter in the comment section. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that said they could hear me reading that letter. All right, look, let's get to it, man. So Diddy, boy, this thing is crazy, bro. So Diddy, you guys, he goes on to say, this has been the hardest. Oh no, he says, first and foremost, I want to apologize and say how sincerely sorry I am for all the hurt and pain that I have caused others by my conduct. I take full responsibility and accountability for my past wrongs. This has been the hardest 2 years of my life. I've had no one to blame for my current reality and situation but myself. In my life, I have made many mistakes, but I am no longer running from them. I am so sorry for the hurt that I caused, but I understand that the mere words, I'm sorry, will never be good enough, as these words alone cannot erase the pain from the past. Over the past 13 months, I have had to look in the mirror like never before. My pain became my teacher. My sadness was my motivator. I have to admit, my downfall was rooted in my selfishness. The scene and images of me assaulting Cassie play over and over in my head daily. I literally lost my mind. I was dead wrong for putting my hands on that woman I loved. I'm sorry for that and always will be. My domestic violence will always be a heavy burden that I will have to forever carry. The remorse and sorrow, the regret, the disappointment, the shame, I honestly feel sorry for something that I couldn't forgive someone else for. If they put their hands on one of my daughters, this is why it's so hard for me to forgive myself. It's like a deep wound that leaves an ugly scar. I want to stop right there. Didn't I tell y'all this same shit and all these niggas got mad at me? Didn't I tell y'all this same stuff and everybody got mad at me for standing on business, telling the truth? If it was your daughter, but like I said, we're gonna just leave it at that. Diddy said he couldn't even forgive nobody if they did that to his daughter.
Top 3 mascara problems and how to solve them. 1. Raccoon eyes. 2. Clumpy lashes.
Once again, that's somebody's daughter on the right hand side of your screen. That's Chef. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's potential mother. That's somebody's aunt. Could be somebody's wife.
It's gonna be hard.
See, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Let me keep going with this letter, cause see, niggas get mad at me for saying the same shit Diddy saying right now in this letter. But I told you, I'm gonna stir fry, and I'm gonna cook any nigga come in my area. I'm stir frying you niggas. Cause like I said, you have to think, what if it's me? Because karma is a bitch, and it will come and hit you dead on your front door when you don't expect it. You don't have to believe me about Diddy's letter. Y'all know me. I keep receipts.
Yeah, I want to hear about the. Is this the one about the girls? We know about the letter ticket. Come on now.
Would ask your honor to make an example of what a person can do if afforded a second chance. If you allow me to go home to my family, I promise I will not let you down and I will make you cry.
Lies.
This dude's in trouble, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this in response to his letter. See, a lot of these Negroes running around here, they don't believe in God. I'm gonna say this right now. And if they do believe in God, I don't know what the hell God they believe in, because they don't believe in the same God I believe in, right? But let me say this to everybody that's listening to this video. No man or woman walking this earth is perfect. We've all made mistakes. We've all come short of the glory of God, right? Everybody understands that. Everybody knows that, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I was younger and I acted up, right? See, if Diddy would have came out at first and did this, boy, let me tell y'all something. But he didn't. What he did was he came out and he said Cassie was lying and ruining his good name, and everything she put out there was lies. He said all these people were lying. That's what Diddy said. And then when that tape came out, Diddy did a 180 and said, oh no, I'll take responsibility for my action. And all these, but he wasn't gonna take responsibility until he got caught on tape. That he was gonna roll with that and allow Cassie to be persecuted out here. And everybody call her a liar and step on her until they seen that video. But let me tell y'all something. When I was younger and I acted up, and I'm talking about I did some bad things, right? And I knew I was gonna get in trouble with my parents, because that's who I had to deal with at that time. When it was time to face my parents, you know what my father told me? He said, son, I know you say you're sorry. And I know that you asked for forgiveness and you asked God for forgiveness. And son, I forgive you. But I'm gonna need you to go on outside, walk over there to that tree, and pick the switch out that your ass gonna get a spanking with, because you still gonna get your punishment, right? Oh yeah, I forgive you. Oh yeah, I forgive you. But you still gonna get your punishment. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all this now. This I'm giving you the real deal. And if my pops is right now, the nigga will tell you himself. See, you still gonna get this. You still gonna get this punishment. You understand what I'm saying? So when I look at Diddy, and he says, hey man, I asked for forgiveness and all these things, who am I to say, hey man, you shouldn't forgive Diddy? I'm not better than anyone else. But you still gonna get that punishment that the judge gonna hand down tomorrow. And that's facts. Oh, and while we're here tonight,
come on, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judge.
Hi, Donna.
You remember this girl right here on your screen? This
Who
girl
is
that
the
sits on his
girl?
lap, right? Diddy was around 30-something years old in this picture. And that girl said that she was underage. You know, remember that girl? Her name is Anna Kane.
Anna
She's in
Kane.
court against Diddy right now, civil court. Now, for you guys who don't know about her, Anna Kane, she was the ex-wife. She's older now, but she was a minor in this video photo that y'all watching right now, according to her. She's the ex-wife of former NHL player, black player, Evander Kane. And she basically accused Sean Diddy
Y'all
Combs
know
of
her?
gang R-wording her, sexual assault in 2003. She said that when, in this photo, she was only 17 years old. And she said that Diddy and other dudes gang R-worded her, along with music executive Harv Pierre and another man who they are yet to identify that was present at that time at Daddy's house recording
Yeah,
studio
a
in New
plus
York
5
City.
years
Right there, y'all see the
probation.
photo. Right there behind Diddy. He's in the studio. Daddy's house. Daddy's house.
What's her
So
name?
tasty,
Oh,
it could make
man.
Poseidon switch to a spoon. Wholly divine taste from the Greek gods.
Never give in to compromise. Go wherever the fish are, with even...
Right?
What did he say her name was?
Now, she says that she was black player, Evander Kane. And she basically, the girl said that she was underage. You know, remember that girl? Her name is Anna Kane.
Anna, okay.
She's in court against Diddy right now, civil court. Now, for you guys who don't know about her, Anna Kane, she was the ex-wife. She's older now, but she was a minor in this video photo that y'all watching right now, according to her. She's the ex-wife of former NHL player, black player, Evander Kane. And she basically accused Sean Diddy Combs of gang R-wording her, sexual assault in 2003. She said that when, in this photo, she was only 17 years old. And she said that Diddy and other dudes gang R-worded her.
Oh, I remember her.
Along with music
I
executive
don't know why
Pierre
she looked like an
and another
actress.
man who they are yet to identify that
Like
was
for a
present at that
minor.
time at Daddy's house recording studio in New York City. Right there, y'all see in the photo. Right there behind Diddy. He's in the studio. Daddy's house.
Sosa, what is
Right?
that?
Now, she says that she was first approached by Harv Pierre, an associate of Diddy in a lounge in Michigan where he claimed to be best friends with Diddy. And he reportedly called Diddy during their conversation to demonstrate that he was friends with Diddy. He had a relationship with Diddy and convinced her to get on a private jet and go to New York to meet him. Now, she claims upon her arrival at the studio, the men allegedly plied her with drugs and alcohol before taking turns R-wording her. Now, she includes supporting photos with her face blurred out for anonymity at the time so nobody would know who she was, because she had filed this under a Jane Doe. But then,
Okay, well, hold on.
when the judge told her she had to reveal her identity and everybody found out who she was, everybody was shocked. Like, that's her.
Hold on.
What?
Okay, yeah, I asked y'all to hit the like button, and So come in here talking about naming all the horoscopes. I mean, did you hit the like button? What is that? Double tap the space up on your phone. Just double tap it, and or hit the like, the up. Okay, let's go.
One of Diddy's anonymous accusers revealed. Anna Kane, ex-wife of pro hockey player Evander Kane.
know, do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, we airtight. So when you hear something,
There go another one. She has
According
just.
to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, Anna was ordered by a judge to make her identity known if she wanted to continue her lawsuit against the disgraced rapper, where she accuses Diddy and others of rape, claiming it all happened when she was just 17 and still in high school.
She was
Anna
in high
allegedly met the
school.
music mogul at a New York City recording studio in 2003
Hey, stop
after an
playing.
invitation from a record exec. That's where she claims Diddy and others forced drugs and alcohol on her before allegedly sexually assaulting her. In a statement through her lawyer, Anna tells TMZ she'd hoped to keep her
Thank
name
you,
out of
Naturally
the lawsuit,
Norlands.
but says the defendants, quote, demanded she drop the pseudonym to, quote, intimidate her. Anna says she's not intimidated and is prepared to proceed and hold accountable those who have harmed her.
He has been ready
What do you
to
mean,
defend
please
this case
report
since he
the
first found out about
platform?
this
What are
case.
you talking about?
Diddy
You want
has-
them to report my platform? Janet, you want them to report my platform? What?
Denied all allegations.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
Video in 2003 after an invitation from a record exec. That's where she claims Diddy and others forced rape, claiming
So
it all
let me go
happened
back
when she
to
was just
Ticket
17 and still in high school.
after
Anna
this,
allegedly
cause
met
so
the
she
music mogul
just
at a New York City recording
came up
studio in
yesterday,
2003 after an invitation
and
from
I
a
think
record
the judge
exec.
told her she could
That's
go
where she
ahead
claims
now.
Diddy and others forced drugs and alcohol on her before allegedly sexually assaulting her. In a statement through her lawyer, Anna tells TMZ she'd hoped to keep her name out of the lawsuit, but says the defendants, quote, demanded she drop the pseudonym to, quote, intimidate her. Anna says she's not intimidated and is prepared to proceed and hold accountable those who have harmed her.
He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case.
Diddy has denied all allegations.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
Okay, let me go here. Hold on. Oh, I'm hungry, Lord. Mm. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Yup, she. Let me see this.
Choosing internet shouldn't be confusing. It should be based on how you live. Whether you're a casual streamer, a tech-forward super user,
that he has already served in jail in Brooklyn. He will also be followed by 5 years of super and 2 months in prison, sentenced to 4 years and.
Hold on. Y'all, please get the likes up. Please, please, please. I'm finna have to go, and then I'll be back later. Let's listen now.
Breaking news in Lower Manhattan.
I need 30 likes.
Was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison. With time served, it will be a shorter time.
We have team coverage on this story as well. We begin with Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson, who is outside of the court. Kimberly?
Is he weeping? Weeping may be, what it say? Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning.
Kimberly?
months in prison. With time served, it will be a shorter time.
We have team coverage on this story as well. We begin with eyewitness news reporter Kimberly Richardson, who is outside of the court. Kimberly?
Yes, and people gathered out here now learning about this sentence. Sean Combs sentenced to 4 years, 2 months in prison. Of course, that will also include taking off the 13 months.
Has it been 13 months?
That he has already served in jail in Brooklyn. He will also be followed by 5 years of supervised release and have to pay a $500,000 fine.
So he got 4 years plus 5 years probation.
Prosecution wanted
supervised.
Wanted a sentence of at least 11 years behind bars. The defense wanted far less, 14 months. Again, he has already served 13
Who was that crying? That Westmoreland chick that they said she was crying hard.
This trial started. The 8-week trial started. He spoke for about 12 minutes. He told the judge that he had lost respect for myself. He had lost respect, that he had been humbled and broken to his core. He said that he hated himself right now, that he had been stripped down to nothing. He apologized to his children, telling his mother also, who's been here in the courtroom since the very beginning, that, quote, "You taught me better." He then asked the judge for mercy. He said he begged the honor for mercy. He said if he'd given him a second chance, I wouldn't let him down, that he took full responsibility for his crimes. Again, the judge not buying that, taking a sentence somewhere in between what the prosecution and the defense wanted. The woman
look at his face when they said,
Combs' former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, of course, she is a woman.
Look at him, y'all. Look at him. Sick in the head. Sick. He started out facing life. Then it was 20. He got 4 plus 4.5, and he's still sick. What the hell you sad for? You could have been facing life. You should have kept that. Take that to yourself. Now. It could have been worse. Slippery. Yeah. Slippery slope. Take that.
Mercy. He said if he'd given him a second chance, I wouldn't let him down, that he took full responsibility for his crimes. Again, the judge not buying that, taking a sentence somewhere in between what the prosecution and the defense wanted. The woman at the center who opened this entire can of worms, Combs' former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Of course, she is the woman we saw in that.
And everybody hating on Cassie.
In 2016 in Los Angeles, prosecutors say she was trying to leave a so-called freak off. Combs did not want that to happen, and he was beating and attacking her. This afternoon, just a few minutes ago, we had a statement from Cassie Ventura's attorney saying, quote, while nothing can undo the trauma caused by
Diddy all
Combs,
coming
the
to a town near you.
Recognizes the impact of the serious offenses he committed. The judge today during sentencing at the end of the day also commending the women, Ventura and a woman who testified by the name of Jane, another one of Combs' exes, for their bravery in coming forward and telling the truth. We are waiting here outside the courtroom, usually at the end of the day.
Look at him, y'all looking sick. What are you looking sick for? It could have been worse. Just ungrateful.
We will look at his children, his mother, and many supporters. Usually at the end of the day, we see Combs' family, his children, his mother, and many supporters leave this courthouse.
He thought he was going home. He had an engagement already scheduled.
Kimberly, thank you. Well, now we
for Monday.
Darla Miles, who was in the courtroom as the sentencing was handed down. And Darla, what was his reaction?
Yeah, I need 30 likes.
Women over 40, you need this in your makeup.
I'm telling y'all real quick, ASAP. ASAP. Double tap the screen on your phone. Or get the... Yeah, he was crying, slinging snot.
Lauren, the courtroom was still. And I'm going to tell you why. This day has been such an emotional roller coaster. It's been so dense with 5 of Combs' attorneys speaking, 2 civilians speaking, his children speaking. And so by the time the verdict was reached and it was read, and you could kind of hear the direction it was going, Combs was literally just kind of seated back in his seat, and you could see that he was deflated
Depleted.
and depleted after making that. I want to tell you, it started earlier in the day. He started crying. He was actually sobbing earlier when his children spoke. His 3 girls cried the entire time. They begged the judge to please give me my father back. My father is a changed man. I've already missed one parent. I don't want my little sister to grow up without a parent.
Yeah, he should have thought about that.
Kim Porter, who passed away, and he has a young 2-year-old daughter, Love. So they were very emotional, saying, I don't want my little sister to go through what I went through. And so during that time, you can kind of see Combs going through a range of emotions. He wanted to jump up and protect them, and then he kind of felt deflated and fell back in his seat. After that, they showed that emotional video that we've been talking about, and it was almost like his life was flashing before his face, and he sat back in his chair, and you could see he was trying to conceal it by holding his hand on his face like this, his face in his hand like that, but you could just see the tears streaming down his face. And at some point, you could see his body shaking when he was crying, just with his head in his hands. He was blowing his nose. His attorney, Brian Steele, was sitting next to him. You could see he was
Talking about his civil rights leader. Man, I ain't buying none of this stuff. I'm sorry. Civil rights leader?
Head in his hands, he was blowing his nose. His attorney, Brian Steele, was sitting next to him. You could see
he said he's a civil rights leader.
So after that, the court took a break, and then we get to the latter part of the day, and that's when Combs approached, stood up, and he made comments.
DK, absolutely. I said the same thing about Weinstein. What the hell you mean? Would I say the same thing? Shut up. Yes, I would expect more. I am not for any predator. White, black, green, orange. I don't care nothing about a predator. If he was a white man, would you say the same thing? The case they brought was not what he did. Yes, it was. Plus. Yes, it was. Let him run up in your mama, your sister, your kids, and see what you say then. Let him have his way with your family members. I can't stand you predators. Defending predators. You crazy as hell. He turned male dancers into hookers. Men of the night. That's not what he hired them for. He coerced them into changing from a male dancer to a whole male hooker. Man, be quiet. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
You could see his body shaking when he was crying.
I do not make excuses for predators.
Blowing his nose. His attorney, Brian Steele, was sitting next to him. You could see he was trying to console him. So after that, the court took a break. And then we get to the latter part of the day. And that's when Combs approached, stood up, and he made comments.
You're never going to hear me making excuses for a predator. Never.
When he got up and addressed the court. As Kimberly reported, he said, he turned to his children. His voice cracked when he said, I have failed you as a father. And then he really got the most emotional when he turned to his mother. He held his head in his hand. He's just like, Mom, I just failed you.
And if that's the case, R. Kelly need a reduced sentence. R. Kelly, who is in prison right now for the Mann Act, dumbass, for the same charges. Yeah. Now tell that to R. Kelly. Y'all crazy. Oh.
I failed my mother. And so a lot of his emotions were expended during all of this day. This voice cracked. That was...
He is absolutely a failure.
When he got up and addressed the court. As Kimberly reported, he said, he turned to his children. His voice cracked when he said, I have failed you as a father. And then he really got the most emotional when he turned to his mother. He held his head in his hands.
What's the Jello pudding man? Tell him that.
And so a lot of his emotions were expended during all of this day, this emotionally roller coaster of a day. And so when the verdict was read, and you could see that Judge Arun Subramanian was saying, this warrants a significant sentence, that he cannot wash away your bad deeds by good deeds. And and that this is the
Okay, stop playing. Thank you.
going in that direction. And so he was stoic and quiet. And I'm going to tell you what was very interesting about this verdict. You can't react, right? The court officers always say, I don't care whether you agree or disagree with the verdict, everyone must be quiet. So that was expected, that there would be no one making any outbursts. But what was not expected was there was no facial expressions. His children, his mother, his attorneys, Combs, they had no facial expression, no reaction after being depleted, emotionally depleted, after really pretty much.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I just that's
that he would be spending more than 4 years.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, Adolph, you certainly gave us a clear picture of what happened inside the courtroom. Again, Sean Diddy Combs was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months. Darla, talk a little bit more about
plus 5 years supervised probation.
He was saying that their faces were blank, but
they're not talking about that, are they?
That you could feel the emotion between Sean Combs and the family when he had to.
Absolutely, Janet.
Can you give us a little
absolutely
more insight into those moments?
He ain't good looking to you no more. D. You can't look here and he ain't got it no more.
He says, Mama, I love you. He addresses his daughter. He didn't have much to say. He really didn't address his family. He kind of nodded his head and went directly back with the court marshals.
And he 21 lights.
So it was something that we've never seen. The fact that he just was spent.
He thought he was going home. R. Kelly needs less time. I mean, yeah. I mean, especially the people need to protest. The same ones who think that it was too much for him.
Started to address the court, and all 6 of his adult children spoke today. That was also very, very powerful. That was almost a powerful moment right before we broke for lunch.
And then it's irritating to me because this dude already had plans for Monday.
On the sentencing, but Judge Arun Subramanian said we cannot.
Now he's a civil rights leader. Y'all, please, I can't with all of that. So, see, to me, that's still manipulating. That's still manipulating to me. A civil rights leader. A civil rights leader. That's still manipulating. What classifies you as a civil rights leader? So that's something you and your attorney don't sit up and talked about. A civil rights leader. Because he was talking to a few guys in prison that was going to spank that ass. And you figured out a way to try, I'm going to help you. I bet you he don't hear from him no more. They don't hear from him no more. Once he moved and once he get out, I bet you. No, he don't care nothing about that. He's still manipulating. He's still a wolf in sheep clothing.
He said very powerful.
And let us not forget all of the cheerleaders for the pedo. He in what, a week or two? He gonna be back before the judge. This time it's gonna be him taking booty and forcing his paddywhacker down men's mouths. And watch, y'all gonna still say it's the guy's fault. They shouldn't have let him do it. Yeah, but he drugs them. Remember, don't forget that.
You dreamed up some delicious Domino's pizza.
And then what you gonna say? You gonna cheer that on too? Go Diddy, go Diddy, go. Yeah, you want your chance.
He said as he closed, he says, I hope you do
to slip us, yeah.
Your second chance.
He said, I got some baby oil I need to use.
And he said this court is adjourned, but after an emotional day, Sean Combs leaving deflated.
Deflated. I thought he was grateful. I thought any way you bless me, I'll be satisfied. I mean, what happened to that? I mean, he didn't say that, but you know. Yeah, you thought that he was going to accept whatever you threw out. His punk ass is not sad. He got 3 years to pay the piper. Oh yeah, he not gonna get out. Jerry, he know that, cause he know he got these other cases, court and trials and shit that's coming. Let me get back to old girl, and I'm gonna go after that, cause y'all don't have my likes up. Y'all don't have my likes up. I'm just not in that type of mood. Maybe my next live, maybe let me change that time, cause y'all got me all over. Yeah, let me finish this, cause he gave her the green light yesterday to go ahead and start her process. Yeah, let me get on back. Then she was 17. Yeah.
Well, excuse me, Combs was 24 years old that time in the studio. She was 17. Now, her attorney stated that
13 likes.
Diddy and those guys pushed, right, to unmask her identity as an attempt to intimidate her and deter her from proceeding with her case. Now, in a statement after revealing her name,
a whole different chick,
she expressed resolve, saying she's not intimidated and that she's coming.
And she was a minor.
Those responsible.
She was 17, and they gang banged her.
Now, she claimed that they took turns on her.
Absolutely, this came out last night.
Did all kind of salacious things to her, and then kicked her out, put her on a jet, and sent her back home. Now, her attorney stated that Diddy and those guys were friends with Diddy, and he was 17 years old. Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls, get my likes up.
The judge. You remember this girl right here on your screen?
Diddy knew this was coming. He thought he was going home. He knew this was coming. Yeah. He knew it was coming. Plus, he got what's the other guy? Lil Rod. His case is coming this month. Let's go.
This girl that sits on his lap, right? Diddy was around 30-something years old in this picture. And that girl said she was underage. You know, remember that girl? Her name is Anna Kane.
Anna Kane.
She's in court against Diddy right now, civil court. Now, for you guys who don't know about her, Anna Kane, she was the ex-wife. She's older now, but she was a minor in this video photo that y'all watching right now, according to her. She's the ex-wife of former NHL player, black player.
So she ain't broke.
And she basically accused Sean Diddy Combs of gang R-wording her, sexual assault in 2003. She said that when in this photo, she was only 17 years old. And she said that Diddy and other dudes gang R-worded her, along with music executive Harv Pierre and another man who they are yet to identify that was present at that time at Daddy's House recording studio in New York City. Right there, y'all see in the photo, right there behind Diddy. He's in the studio, Daddy's house, right? Now, she says that she was first approached by Harv Pierre, an associate of Diddy in a lounge in Michigan where he claimed to be best friends with Diddy. And he reportedly called Diddy during their conversation to demonstrate that he was friends with Diddy. He had a relationship with Diddy and convinced her to get on a private jet and go to New York to meet him. And she claims upon her arrival at the studio, the men allegedly plied her with drugs and alcohol before taking turns R-wording her.
Taking turns.
Supporting photos with her face blurred out for anonymity at the time so nobody would know who she was. Because she had filed this under a Jane Doe. But then when the judge told her she had to reveal her identity and everybody found out who she was, everybody was shocked. Like, that's her. Well, excuse me, Combs was 24 years old that time in the studio. She was 17. Now, her attorney stated that Diddy and those guys pushed, to unmask her identity as an attempt to intimidate her and deter her from proceeding with her case. Now, in a statement after revealing her name,
I agree,
right,
Ray.
she expressed resolve, saying she's not intimidated and that she's coming to hold those responsible accountable, right? Now, she claims they took turns on her, took her to the bathroom, did all kind of salacious things to her, and then kicked her out, put her on a jet, and sent her back home. She asked the judge if the judge would politely allow her to present her evidence in court and discovery. Well, guess what, you guys? My bad, it's 2003, so Diddy was 34, my bad. He was 34, my bad. 33, 34, my bad. I said that part wrong. He was, my bad. I want to say this to everybody. She asked the judge if the judge would allow her to present evidence and also reveal who the third person was.
Third person.
That allegedly R-worded her when she was a minor. I told y'all today was going to be an eventful day. But the last thing I thought today was that this was going to come up right here on your screen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hold up.
The judge.
I need my likes up. I need 12 likes. I'm past 2 hours. I need 12 likes, like ASAP. Double tap the face of your phone. I need 12 likes. I need 10 likes. Like, share, subscribe, join the membership, support the platform. Double tap the face of your phone or hit the thumbs up on your computer, whichever is most convenient for you. 7, 6. I need 5 likes. What's the date that this was filed? 3. Does it give a date? Eight. 1, 2, 3.
Has approved her request to start revealing some of her evidence in court. And I'm going to has approved her request to start revealing some of her evidence in court. And I'm going to read to you exactly what the judge asked for today. And you might say, what judge? Diddy's other judge. Judge Jessica G.L. Clark, United States.
A whole different judge.
You see the date.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought y'all could see. There we go. Today. Yesterday. Where? There it go.
Eventful day today.
There it go.
But let me read this.
Y'all see that? Yeah. He knew this stuff was coming. That's why, because I said if they let him out, he ain't coming back. They let that ass out. He ain't coming back. Yes. The clerk of courts, respectfully. Thank you, Cheryl D. Thank you. Yeah. So what are the people who are making excuses for these predators? What are y'all gonna say? So it's gonna be somebody else's fault? She was 17. And they gang banged her. Now what? Y'all still okay with that? Y'all still okay? Huh? And this is a female, Jessica Clark. So now what? This is what happens when you don't stop predators. They victimize again. So if y'all coming over here thinking that I'm finna feel sorry for a predator, I don't care what color, what race, what sex they are. I don't care nothing about none of that. I do not discriminate on predators. A predator is a predator. Male, female, black, white, tall, short, fat. I don't care about none of that. You are a predator. And I'm going to call you what you are. I'm not going to blame the victims. I am going to call the predator what they are. Okay? So if this is not the place for you, it ain't the place for you. Respectfully, I get it. Go on over there and high side, in front, and all of that type of stuff over there where people like not respecting the word no. Somebody got to put some in your drink to take advantage of you. No, absolutely not. Okay? We finna have some men talk about being taken advantage of. Somebody slip a Mickey, a man, well-known man, slipping Mickeys in another man's drink so he can run up in there. But he want to get out of jail and not go to prison when he can run up in there all day and all night if he want to. But that ain't no fun. Yeah, because the rabbit got the gun. Yeah. Take that, take that. Shit. Y'all crazy as hell.
Eventful day today. But let me read this.
We not going out like that.
Diabolical. Lord, have mercy.
Have mercy on the victims.
And let's get into this.
And she unsealed her name.
Judge Jessica G.L. Clark, United States District Judge. Order regarding discovery. Defendants Sean Combs and Harv Pierce, who are the defendants, they filed a letter, motion seeking a stay of discovery. They didn't want this discovery to happen.
Hey, Mrs. Tom, no, I have not eaten all day. I'm sorry. I'm finna order me something to eat.
Before Second Circuit.
Did I not just take ownership, Mrs. Tom? Before you asked, and I'm about to handle that. That's probably why I'm irritated. I probably would have been irritated anyway, right? Yeah, I know. I'm finna get on that right now.
Now the plaintiff, Anna Kane, the woman, opposed that request on September the 4th, 2025. The court held a conference with the parties to discuss Sean Combs and Harv Pierre's request to not allow this to happen. By order dated September the 8th, 2025, the court indicated its belief that limited fact discovery would be appropriate as an approach that adequately balanced the interests of both parties. As a result, the court instructed Anna Kane, the plaintiff, to submit a fact discovery proposal that prioritized, one, the discovery evidence on issues likely to be unavailable or more difficult to obtain after a lengthy delay, and two, discovery related to the alleged third assailant, who they plan on naming. Whoever the third assailant is has to be shitting bricks.
Let's see.
Anna Kane, the plaintiff, submitted her proposal on September the 16th, 2025. The proposal seeks full discovery.
You talking about the female that was assaulted by, or gang banged by 3 guys, or the predators? The predators is Diddy, Harv Pierre, and a third A third one. The female is Anna Kane. She was 17 when it happened. She got permission yesterday to go ahead and file it and name the third person. So his victory today that he ain't happy for. Yeah, he thought he was going home because he already have set up an engagement for Monday. He said he's a civil rights leader now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That just made my eyes start hurting. Oh my God. A civil rights. I mean, you still manipulating. I cannot. Yeah. Yeah, because he got 50 months plus 5 years supervised probation when he get out. He thought he was going home. He had plans. He had a meeting. He had a seminar in Florida. He was finna get the hell up out of. I mean, I don't know how. Wouldn't he have been on probation? Oh, he thought it was gonna be time served. He didn't think he was gonna get no supervised. He didn't think he was gonna have to go to a halfway house or nothing. He thought he was gonna leave the state of New York. He thought he was finna have his way with the judge. He thought that if the movie didn't do it, cry. Put on your best tears. Woo! Everybody cry. I'ma cry, you cry, everybody cry, cry. Oh, the Combs family crying, and everybody crying. Everybody crying. Mama, put your Band-Aid on your head and hold your head like your head hurting. Yeah. Lay in that your mama is gone. The mama been gone, but it didn't stop you. It didn't stop you. And don't let them dig her up and do a toxicology. Yeah. Since now they know you play with drugs. Yeah, I'm just saying. I ain't buying none of it. But yeah, he knew that this lawsuit was coming. He knew this. Just like he knew if he got out, he wasn't coming back. Yeah, sit that ass down.
All relevant materials, including depositions, document discovery, interrogatories, which would include third-party discovery. The defendants opposed the proposal as overboard, right? So Diddy and them said, hey, man, her asking to release all that evidence is overboard. And they maintain their position as a propriety to stay, I should say, and also propose their own limited fact discovery schedule, right? The judge goes on. And the judge says, having carefully considered the parties' position, the court agrees with the defendants that the plaintiff's
well, it's not the judge speaking. I'm good. I don't know what that means, Mrs.
and does not reflect a reasonably tailored approach to discovery at this time. The proposal is therefore rejected instead with the goal of giving the plaintiff an opportunity to move forward with her case, while also minimizing burden to the parties. The court will permit written discovery evidence only as to
here's the judge's orders. I mean, they go to lawsuit.
To a time frame agreed upon by the parties.
They go to lawsuit.
Number one.
It was filed yesterday.
As you see in yellow, identities of executives and employees of Bad Boy Records. Number two, identities of individuals with whom defendant Harv Pierre, traveled to Michigan, if any. Number three, the identities of the plaintiff's colleagues, friends, associates, associates present at that Detroit lounge as alleged in the complaint. 4, any information regarding the location the name or ownership of that Detroit lounge where she said Harv Pierre found her at. 5, Diddy and Harv Pierre and the other defendants' ownership of private jets and use of car services in the Detroit and Teterboro areas, and related logs, receipts, or manifest. And 6, any other topics mutually agreed upon by the parties. The aforementioned discovery shall be completed no later in January the 30th, 2026. The parties shall submit a joint status letter to the court by February the 6th, 2026, with any proposed next steps in this action, including whether the parties are amenable to referral for mediation or a settlement conference. The clerk of court is respectfully directed to terminate ECF number 84, dated October the 2nd, 2025, New York, New York. So ordered, Judge Jessica G. Clark, United States District Judge. This is going to be absolutely scary.
Oh, yeah. And on top of that, he got the charges with his son.
And who is she going to name as her witnesses?
It's a third one.
Who is she going to name as far as
the
company, the flight logs, and the employees at Bad Boy
Entertainment
Records?
Mm-hmm. It was filed yesterday. Karma.
This dropped today?
Yeah, rest in peace, Kim Porter.
This is diabolical.
Yeah, it dropped yesterday.
For this to drop tonight. Right before. You damn right Kwame Brown is real. You see that girl in his lap? What is she doing?
Mm-hmm.
With her skirt hiked up like that, sitting on that nigga joint.
Let me see.
And you better believe that shit was just signed off by the judge. In fact, Kwame, let me blow this shit up for you, homie. I'm gonna blow it up for you, just so everybody can see.
Diddy docket.
See, people can come on YouTube and say whatever they want to say, but when you come on here with them court filings and that paperwork, nigga, can't nobody get around that paperwork, my nigga. I blow it up so you read it for yourself.
She said, "Tough titty, Mr. Diddy."
Now,
y'all get the lights up.
As I told
she said, "I just now seeing what you wrote, Miss Tom. Tough titty, Mr. Diddy."
Right now, when everybody was saying, "Man, I thought they said that they had all these people," I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Who said she asked for it?
I think the judge, in trying to be overly fair.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I think the judge probably feels like he made a mistake because I told y'all Diddy's lawyers did not want this put in the case.
Oh, that minor victim.
Is it too small for you? Let me blow it up.
He didn't want that in the case. He sure did not.
The other case we just talking about where Diddy's getting sentenced for tomorrow, the criminal case.
Yeah, which is today.
Right there.
That right there. Minor victim.
That was thrown out by the judge.
Minor victim.
Not because it wasn't true, but because the judge wanted to be fair.
Yeah.
And not allow things that weren't in the government didn't directly.
Tough titty, Mr. Diddy. Yeah, he's sick. Let me tell y'all something. He looked disappointed. He should have been happy. He initially was facing life in prison. He should have been happy. But no. Then he was facing 10 plus 10, 20. Yeah, he got 4.5, right? Plus 5 years supervised probation. And he mad. He's sick. He depleted. Huh? Because you know all of this stuff is coming. And now guess what, partner? You's a convicted felon. You's a convicted felon 2 times over. So these next charges Oh Lord, oh Lord, 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 Lord. Gonna mean something. Them enhancements gonna stack up like dollar bills at a strip club. Take that. You know you ain't going nowhere. Yes, indeed. You're going to be a convicted prostitute 2 times over. And people talking about, that man act that ain't bad. It ain't a misdemeanor. He got almost 4.5 years left. Sentence plus 5 years supervised probation when he get out. And he just got hit yesterday with another lawsuit that names him, Harvey Pierre, in a third person. Plus he got what's that one? Rod's case coming. Oh Lord. And the one he got with his sons. Oh no, that wasn't fair. Not for 2 people. So what? That's 2 years in 2 months per person, plus 2.5 years of probation when he get out. No. All that baby oil. Hell, that wasn't even enough for the baby oil, the lubricant. Plus the guys, plus going across state lines. Oh no. Oh no. But it ain't fair though. You know. They say, okay. Well, guess what? These next charges gonna have a whole nother meaning. And he is a convicted felon.
It had evidence of allegations against Diddy. And one of those you see right there was minor victim number 2. Now, you can say, hey man, Ticket, you lying, you capping. It's filed in the case. Look it up there. This is from Diddy's lawyers. They challenged all that. Diddy's lawyers did a damn good job keeping that out of court. All those other victims they had that were supposed to testify, they did a damn good job of keeping them out of court. But what they couldn't do is, in this civil case, where this is a whole different situation, where this can easily turn criminal. And I'm going to tell you why this can turn criminal. Because now that this judge, United States District Judge in New York,
different
ruled
judge,
that this woman can turn in this evidence right now that she may have
and do criminal charges with 3 guys, gain 8
in the state of New York, ladies and gentlemen.
Gain
you ain't
8.
got to ask me. You can look it up yourself. There is no statute of limitation on all words of a minor.
He know that. That's why he was trying to get out. That's why he looked sick.
This is a horrific nightmare that happened. I told y'all today was going to be a crazy day. This was a horrific nightmare that the judge just signed off on. And once again, the judge told the girl, and she asked for this right here on your screen, identities of executives and employees of Bad Boy Records, identities of individuals with whom defendant Harv Pierre traveled to Michigan, if any, identities of the plaintiff's colleagues, friends and associates that was present.
Oh no, he don't think they apply.
As she alleged in the complaint. Any information regarding the location, name, and ownership of that Detroit lounge. Sean Diddy Combs, ownership of private jets and use of car service in Detroit and Teterboro areas.
Oh, this happened in Detroit too?
Laws,
Detroit?
Or manifest and any other topics mutually agreed upon by the parties.
So Detroit, a whole nother state. And Miami. And Florida. It's
now,
Florida coming too.
So all these niggas running around here taking up for Diddy. I still ain't heard one nigga answer this question. All I got to ask y'all is one
Absolutely.
question. That girl said she was a minor the day this picture was taken. And Diddy was 30-something years old. What is a minor sitting on this nigga jank with for? With a skirt on that's hyped up the crack of her, you know what? Can't nobody answer that question. Why can't nobody answer that question? What? Why I don't hear nobody answer that question? Why can't nobody answer that question?
She should have. It's her fault. Where was her mama now? Yeah, it's her fault. She should have known better. She was trying to come up.
I'll wait.
She was married to a pro hockey player or somebody.
So you know,
she didn't need this money.
Gonna see this today. Picture that this went today through the system. But ask yourself a question. Even if you think the law is being unfair, ask yourself a question.
Come on down for Florida trial. You'll feed real food.
What is that girl doing sitting on Diddy's lap? She ain't of age.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask everybody in this chat room a question.
And you can't really see it, but her you can see her skin. Let me see. Right here. Let me see. I don't know how to work this relight. I don't know what I done. Yeah, that's skin. I don't know how to tell you, but that's skin. All up on him. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask all y'all a question.
I'm sure you got a wet spot.
Do you approve of this picture? Answer it in the comment section.
She was 17. She was put on the plane by Pierre, and after they banged, they put her on the plane. Send her home.
That was taking a picture with a celebrity. That was underage. Could this fan get in the studio? Without her parents.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm just cut from a different cloth, man.
Okay, yeah, I'm finna have to. Yeah, I'm finna have to go. I don't respect that either. Let me make some changes, y'all.
When you that rich and that famous, and you got access
oh, he
to
will
all
get
the
it.
most beautiful
Absolutely.
in the world, that's
most definitely deserve the street
a lot of
justice.
women out here willing to do whatever you want to do.
We got to stop making excuses for predators. So if y'all ever wonder why I get kind of tough-tongued with people, because I'm not making excuses for predators.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't y'all forget.
Sitting on her knee. Y'all see her skin?
That video vixen came out with those allegations against Diddy as well. But see, don't nobody got nothing to say about DJ Vlad over there interviewing that girl.
That Velez girl.
You talking about how these industry niggas was out here doing this shit to these underage girls, she alleged. Don't nobody got nothing to say about it.
Yeah, he ain't had nothing to say about that one. She done had a baby by Aaron Hall and everything.
For them interviews. None.
They have already shown her face before. I showed it a while ago.
As I said before.
I just showed it. You didn't see it?
Without that picture.
No, he's showing this picture because at this time she was a minor.
That picture on your screen.
She was a minor then. She grown now. She divorcee.
To put her in the same place as Sean Diddy Combs.
She was a minor at that time.
But you know what they say? A picture is worth 1,000 words. Why is that girl with her jean skirt on, hiked up, her you know what, sitting on this man junk? ask yourself that question. You tell any nigga that's taking up for Diddy, I want y'all to ask him that question. I want y'all to ask him one question. And I'm talking to all that. I'm talking to the nigga who be outside the courthouse with the suits on and all that shit. And all these people, I want y'all to ask him.
Yeah, he may be the third person.
You had a daughter, and that was your daughter that wasn't of age.
He may be that third person.
Inside the studio and seeing her sitting on a grown man junk like that. Nigga, what would you do? Would you be on YouTube screaming free Diddy and stop ball? Now ask yourself that. Nobody can get around this. They cannot get around this.
I'm finna show her. She was 17.
They can't get around it.
She was 17 on this picture right here when it happened. When she met Hard Pierre and he put her on the plane. And they gangbanged her. 3 of them.
They'll act like they never saw it.
3. And then put her on the plane and sent her home.
I tell y'all.
All right, what you mean no politics, please? What that mean?
You tell me. Why y'all think this dropped today? Read the date. Read the date.
Yeah, they was crying. Y'all, I'll be back. I'll be back around 7:30. I've had to go get me something to eat. I got
what I said?
Around 7:30.
Ask y'all. Yo, why these niggas hating on Diddy, man?
I turned into mod mode. Who was you talking about? Thank you, Naturally Nolan.
I want you to ask yourself.
Who was doing politics?
Ask all them niggas that's defending Diddy.
Thank you, Naturally Nolan. I'll be back around 7:30. Let me go get something to eat, y'all.
Send them this picture. You take a screenshot of this.
Take a screenshot.
Send them niggas this picture. You ask them. And that's where you see where all them people that's standing around you, where they stand at.
I gotta go. Bye-bye.